Hello, friends and fellow adventurers. Welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue Bloodlords. As always, we'd like to invite you to come join our Discord, where you can hang out with us and other listeners of the show. And if you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, you can check out our Patreon. And a shout out to all of those at our Lich level and above. Rock Jedi, Wolf, Bloodless Slump, Thunder Mammoth, The Trevor Project, Das Chris, Fizzgig, AC Golder, Eric R, Ope just gonna ski right past you there, Indie Link, Tawdry Monster, Mercutio, Angel Shadow Art, Cyrendon, The Necromancer Forever, Doc Holiday, Corey, Robert T, Jason K, Dicky Lopez, Bobson Dugnut, Ricky Ropebridge, Alex K, Toma Alaka, Frank L, Just Mike Works, Ross D, Argoon's Long Lost Elbow, Fig Tear, Zach S, Jimmy H, Mr. Turtle, Sleeve, Darren, Caleb W, Pickle, Mr. Grimm, Firedown, M54 Ewas, Jameson S, Eric R, plus 2 Salmon of Whacking, I'm Not a Robot, George F, Leo Hart, Hard, Witch Hunter, Jeremy D, Matthew M, Scott E, Progeny of Cuchulain, Liz Giggles, Calistria Specialty, Brandon K, Gringus Maximus, Andrew G, Ebon Flames, Booming Thunder, Henry, A School of Fish, Ice and Jam, and Chris W. Shout out to new patron this week at the Bloodlord level, Derek. Thank you all so much for your support. And now a recap of session 55. We're in the city of Hollow Flesh, where we've just solved their Vitalarana vampire problem and forgetfulness problem, which we kind of forgot was even a thing. To celebrate us inadvertently solving a crisis we forgot about, the city throws us a party. We have a good time, and the next day, we head out. After 2 days of travel, we get to the Field of Maidens. We spend the first night checking out multiple camp areas. In the end, we decide to camp under a ridge as day approaches. As we begin to set up, 4 of the Stone Sisters in the Field of Maidens come alive and attack us. They can hit hard, but we deal with them fairly easily.
Congratulations.
I have Perdition stomp on them to turn them into dust.
Yeah, no kidding.
Arius approves.
All approval.
All 4 of them.
Once the 4 are destroyed and you're starting to, grind them into dust and break them into smaller pieces, everybody give me a perception check.
Yeah, I don't want to know how many of these are going to come trying to attack us.
Hopefully all of them. 1,000, right? That should get us to level, probably at least level 12. Farming 1,000 of these statues? Dude, they were easy.
Yeah, let's say we got a couple 30s. 28.
The 30s will be enough for this. Shara, Lucan, you see about 100 feet away, off to the west, are 4 more Stone Sisters running your direction. The 4 more Stone Sisters are on their way.
Shara's thinking the same thing. Bring it. Let's do this. Same thing that Arya sounds like he's thinking.
Combat for days.
I guess. I'm really hurt.
Grow
Suck
up,
it up,
Lucan.
bitch.
You're only badly injured.
Battle medicine yourself. I got harms.
All right.
You'll be fine. I have all my spells. All of them.
Yeah,
All of
all
them, all
13 harms or whatever you got.
14.
Apparently we missed something in the scouting report for this area. Constantly gets attacked by frickin' Stone Maidens.
Now we're switching to an XP leveling system, right? Before we farm these 1,000 stone
Just
statues.
want to form up and start taking these things down.
I got they're not the highest level, but
They reform after 24 hours? Are you kidding me?
dude, we're gonna leave this place at level 20.
Farming! Let's create
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that kind of field.
We're just gonna do a time skip 2 years later. The party is now level 20, leaving the Field of Maidens.
Walks out of the Field of Maidens. Whoever planned the plot with the poisoning,
It's
whatever.
like the boars.
Yeah, like the boars.
Done. It's over. Everybody's now undead or whatever. So we just ignored them.
Just ignored the whole plot point.
Is a plot?
The plot is to become a Bloodlord, right? That's all we care about. Level 20 is certainly going to help
True.
that.
Everybody gets 1 round to prepare for the oncoming Stone Sisters. And I'll go through the details of it, but before that happens, as they're coming, a woman steps out from behind one of the Stone Sisters, not actually one of the statues, but just a woman. And she's wearing a wide-brimmed hat. And she has sunglasses on that are smoked quartz lenses that completely hide her eyes. And she's wearing this stylish tunic. And she comes out from behind the statue and says, "Oh, this won't do at all." She turns away and slowly removes the shaded spectacles. "Won't you behave? We have guests," she scolds. The animate statues freeze again, their skin crackling like droughted land in the hot sun. The woman pauses, arms crossed, as though she expects them to move again. "Back to sleep you go then, naughty things." After replacing her glasses, she turns back. "I'm sure they don't mean to be trouble, but they're agitated by intruders. Not you, I mean the ones that way, and that way," and she points in 2 different directions. "Remove them from the field and we could talk further."
All right, so you're saying these aren't actually stone maidens, they're your friends, and there's intruders in 2 different directions that we should go deal with.
Remove them from the field and we can talk further.
Why would we want to talk to you?
This chick has Medusa hair.
On closer inspection, the hair that's coming out from under the very wide-brimmed sun hat are in fact snakes.
I'm still not sure why we want to talk to her.
Snakes? I want to sleep with her.
Nah.
Why does she have lightning abilities?
That's just in her art. Don't worry about that.
Because she looks badass.
Is this another vampire? And who wears tape for shoes?
Snake hair, Medusas are what, like Gorgons or something like that? Or
Gorgon. They can't
Gorgon.
say that. This is Pathfinder 2e. They're obviously snakehead funks.
She has a name, but we'll get that later.
apparently she doesn't want to talk to us until we clean up the land.
Yeah, I guess we have some things to do.
One thing you notice is that one of the directions that she pointed is right toward that rising plume of smoke. That thin stream of smoke coming from the west.
So that's the easy one to find. Where was the other one? What was the other thing she pointed at?
That one she pointed off to the southeast. Looked like towards one of the ridges.
And that other one was directly west, right?
Basically, yeah. Basically directly west.
Okay. Directly west, southeast. Got it.
So you get a chance to finish setting up camp, and upon resting, you are now 9th level. So, let's talk about 9th level. Who wants to go first?
Jera will. Super simple. Skill increase. Athletics, because that's all I do. Ancestry feat. I'm taking general training to get fleet, so I'm only, 5 or 10 feet behind everybody else at 25 instead of 10 or 15. Then just class abilities that I gain. I get Divine Smite, which increases my resistance when I use that Selfish Shield by 2, basically, because it's my Charisma modifier plus half my level instead of 2 plus half my level, so that went up a little bit. I gained Juggernaut, which Tyler's going to love. So my Fortitude saves are master, and I get a crit on every success for Fortitude. Not that I ever roll a success on Fortitude.
That was sarcasm, right?
So there's a lot of sarcasm in there. And lightning reflexes, my reflexes are expert, and I'm still probably got the lowest reflexes of everybody in the party. That's it.
That's Shara. Who goes next?
I'll go. Arius got resolve, so will saves. Yay.
Yep.
For my ancestry feat, I went with skeletal resistance, so I now have resistance 2 to cold, electricity, fire, piercing, and slashing damage. And skill increase, I went ahead and increased my medicine, even though I don't actually ever use medicine. Because why use medicine when I have like 15 harm spells, right?
You have so many harms. Did you put something other than harm into your 5th level prep slots?
You'll have to find out.
All right. Keep your secrets then. What about, don't you get Ancestry feat?
Yeah, that was skeletal resistance.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. And that's Arius. We'll get a surprise 5th level spell later on.
No, it's all harms.
Surprise, all harm. Who's next? Coming over to the spellcasters who use more than one spell.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Lucan. I get expert spellcaster, and I get better reflex saves. Then the ancestry feat. I decided to go multi-talented since I am a human at heart. My dead, not beating heart. And that gives you the dedication feat for one class. And I took Bard.
Bard.
So that gives me access to 2 occult cantrips. Gives me a couple of skills. And who knows? Maybe I'll find some fun things to do with a Bard dedication moving forward.
Huh.
I think it's useful.
Interested to see what might come out of that.
I took, you have to take a Bard archetype, Muse, and I took Enigma. So your Muse is a mystery, driving you to uncover the hidden secrets of the multiverse. And I know in my mind what my Muse is. We'll see if it can be a story thing.
Well, yeah. So, that leaves...
Kicks.
Kicks the Quick.
We got some great fortitude, so now I'm an expert in that. The spell I took was synesthesia,
Ooh.
because it's fun.
That is a fantastic spell.
Doesn't that one have extra stuff against undead?
Not that I see.
Is that the one that's easier, or maybe it was a
No.
different spell? There's,
You confuse everybody. You confuse all the senses, making smells as sounds, noises as bursts of color, and so on. A 5-foot flat check for anything concentration. Every enemy is concealed to them. They're clumsy 3, and they take a -10 penalty bonus to speed. If they critically fail, they're stunned 2. And then what was there? Oh yeah, the skill increase was just on crafting. So I'm a master.
The Master Crafter.
And then I can never fail a aid check.
Sorry, what?
I have cooperative soul. I've developed such a deep bond with my comrades. That's you guys. And I maintain a greater degree of cooperation if I am an expert in the skill I'm aiding in. Occultism. If a roll, I get success on every roll unless that roll is a critical success.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
A nat 1 is a success.
So, it's at this point where the house rule of the scaling DCs for aid mean fucking nothing to you.
Not in the sense unless I crit, yeah.
Unless the crit happens, obviously. That's pretty cool. That, my friends, are the level 9 sinners. So, let's get back to it. So on the dawn of the next day, dusk of the next evening, what does the party do?
I ask Arius to remove my curse.
Alright. Guess I use a 4th level spell to remove curse. It's 4th level, right? Yeah, there's no roll or anything, it's just done.
I think it's a counteract check.
No, it's a counteract check. It's a counteract check. Okay. Well, this might not go well then.
Whatever your spell attack roll is, make that.
Oof. Sorry, bud.
You increase.
That thing you were just talking about not being very good.
I
That thing.
don't even know what my spell attack roll is. What is it here? Is it this? Oh my god, that's terrible. Closing my eyes. Did I roll?
Yeah, it did.
Was it good?
You rolled really
It
well.
was.
You rolled
Okay.
an 18.
Okay, that's not too bad. 32. There's a 32 counteract.
That is a success. You successfully counteract the stone curse.
Curse of Stone.
Curse of stone.
Alright. I'm just gonna mark that I cast a 4th level spell.
We will remove that in Clumsy then.
Guys, I'm down a harm spell. We might need a rest.
Such a pain in the ass. So the curse is healed. What's next?
Do we want to head to the smoke or the other one? We got. I think there was two different directions, right?
She pointed in two different directions. Yes.
Which one looked closer?
I don't have an answer for that.
Kind of going for is it going to take us all night to get there? Is it? Or is it a couple hours maybe?
And you guys are at the below the ridge camp, correct?
Correct.
That's right. Over 10 miles, for sure. It's just on the edge of vision. Remember, you had spotted it primarily when you were on that overlook.
Okay. I think our slowest person is 30-foot movement speed?
I'm sure mine's only 25.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm only 25. But I can cast overland.
Guys, there's feats for this. There's a.
Why would you waste a feat on such garbage?
It's not garbage. It's just not useful for me in combat.
I don't need to move.
Move faster. Move faster, please.
I don't need to move.
It's gonna take us years to complete this campaign at this pace.
Carry me.
So we move 20 miles per day.
I've got a wand of Longstrider, so I can put that on, just one person, so that's not really useful.
You can show off. We can all just leave kicks behind.
No, because I'd have to put it, because I'm two characters.
Oh.
Yeah, but you meld.
You meld.
that's-
and then we
that's
book it
lame.
and leave kicks in the middle of the desert. Right after
bro
he
some
took
desert
feats or
music.
something about being friends with us.
Deep emotional bonds.
It's literally to a tree and to a vampire. So
Deep emotional bonds.
to a tree and a vampire, not
Yeah.
some ugly skeleton and some half banshee demon woman who probably won't even be with us that long.
I'm not that ugly. And yeah, you're right. Swanee's character will die in like 2 sessions. It's fine.
The armor
Are
queen.
you kidding me? I can't hit Shara to save my life.
You're just gonna phantasmal kill her at some point, or something that will one-shot her because of a save.
And it's going to be something with a will save because of that fucking ability that she has, where if she fails a will save, she critically fails it instead.
Yeah.
That's mental. Yeah.
100%, that's gonna kill her.
That'll definitely be the phantasmal killer.
She's just gonna get one shot by something. It's gonna happen.
It is Phantasmal Killer bait, practically.
And then I'm gonna laugh and be like, "Where's that AC now?" As I sit comfortably with my high saves and all this other shit.
And you guys are making me think I need to make another backup character.
You always got to have one.
We'll just bring the ghost back.
You've
fine.
got one. It's Kurtrik.
We'll just start throwing a brick at people. That's how you'll be a combat. We're just gonna
Gurdrug
whip you at
attacks.
things. Gurdrug
Strike action from
attacks.
Gurdrug.
Arius just chucks you.
We're going to have to give Gurdrug the thrown 20 feet trait. Got a range now.
I feel it could do more mental damage than anything. Gurdrug's just yelling at them from inside the brick. You suck.
Somebody yelling, "Sneak attack!" Throwing the brick at him.
Sneak attack!
Oh, shit. So, guys, what fuck you doing? Where you going? What are you doing?
Let's go to the smoke. It doesn't matter. Let's go to the smoke. Unless
Do the
you guys
smoke.
need to, I suppose these guys are gonna keep attacking us until we go do something. So
I mean, that's what I'm planning on doing at this point. Go do something or I'll attack you with some stone ladies.
yeah, let's go to the smoke.
All right. That is to
Because
the
it's
west.
something to do.
So you head off to the west. You find that the smoke is coming from on top this ridge off to the west. It's going to take a little bit to get up the ridge. Do you guys have a method that you can use to assist in climbing for some of your members that aren't quite so good at it?
We don't have the fucking ghost anymore, so we should be fine.
How tall is it?
The ridge itself, it's more of it's not a vertical ridge. The ridge kind of slopes up, so it's one of those you could probably climb it without a rope. However, if you trip,
I have
you fall.
a 50-foot rope of climbing.
Be about 50 feet.
Arius will start climbing up there with the rope.
No, it's a rope of climbing. It
Oh,
goes
it's a
by
rope of
itself.
climbing.
Yep.
Never mind then. No, Arya still just fucking climbs.
So I just kind of point at somewhere for it to wrap itself around and tell it to go wrap itself around it.
It goes and wraps itself around a rock up at the top of the ridge.
And now we've got a rope. I haven't actually gotten to use that yet.
Nice.
I'm so proud.
I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. Nice. Okay, so you managed to climb the ridge, and because of Shara's fancy rope, you don't really have to try too hard about it. I'm just going to double check. There are no checks involved, right?
Well, I mean, if it's really just to kind of... You make it sound like it's not really that hard of a
No, it's
thing
not.
to do, so...
No, and actually with the rope, given this... So it doesn't work in all situations, but in this situation, the rope absolutely negates the need for an athletics check from the party.
Anybody?
I gave you one anyways.
I appreciate that, thanks. I'll cherish it forever.
No, you shouldn't. Just fucking throw it in the trash. It's fine.
No, it's an 18. I'll take that wasted 18.
No, you won't. I deleted it.
You deleted it? What, can I bring it back? I can't. It's bullshit.
No, I deleted it. Fuck you.
Yeah, I see that. So you manage to make your way up, and it takes you about 7 hours worth of travel to get from where you were at below the ridge to getting close to that smoke pillar. Now, I want to ask, as you're approaching, getting within the next mile of this marker, how are you approaching?
The least stealthy way possible, because
Yeah.
that's just the way we go.
Yeah, whatever's not stealthy.
Gotcha.
I'm on horseback.
Clatter, 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 go Perdition's bones. Are you still punctuated with a stealth check?
Yeah. I got a
What'd you
4.
get? What'd you get? Get a 4? Alright, then it gets
Total.
punctuated.
I got a 4.
I assume, like, Kix and I walk in the back next to each other, maybe chatting, kind of behind Sundrinker.
So it's getting on about 5 a.m. at this point. Dawn hasn't occurred, but it's within reach. As you're approaching and chatting and just kind of not, silencing your approach to this location in any way, everybody give me a perception check.
No,
Yes.
it's not good though.
Okay.
Oh god, my rolls are going to shit.
It's better than that.
Better than that. Not much. Mine's not anyways.
28 looks like the best. Sundrinker.
Sundrinker sees, just out of the corner of their eye, that doesn't work. Plant? Anyways, a silhouetted figure duck behind a rock. They were holding a bow and arrow.
Halt. Archer ahead behind the rock.
Okay, friend. The tree sees you. You might as well come out. We can talk.
You all now being pointed to the hidden creature figure. They turn and you hear shoes twist on gravel, and then they take off in the other direction, away from you, keeping to the shadows. But you hear them running.
How far away though? But how far away though?
I'm probably talking anywhere between like 50 to 60 feet away.
Oh, so not that far away.
Not like that far away, but they're running.
Within range of being completely fucked up by all of my spells is what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah. So what do you do about that?
Well, it sounds like we fuck them up with the spells.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. At least something. At least
We're
a
kind
ray
of
of
an
frost.
ask second.
Anyways, so
Anyways.
you are attacking the fleeing figure.
Yes, I'm attacking the fleeing character. I'm at least going to fling a ray of frost at him and see if I can slow him down.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get initiatives from everyone.
You got it.
Yeah, so what kind of terrain is this? It's pretty open.
Right now, you're atop a ridge, and ahead, aside from scattered rocks that are laid about, the ridge goes up again. Another level, like maybe another 15 to 20 feet up. However, there is a cut in this ridge top that leads to what looks to be a camp.
Gotcha.
How far away is this
Oh,
guy
it's-
from us?
Like 60 feet?
Roughly 60 feet.
Let's see, Tyler, you know the great thing about that spell I took that's not harm?
Oh, yeah?
I can move and then do it, meaning I can move 95 feet and hit somebody.
Sorry. Oh, you stride and then do
I
it.
can stride and then do it, so I can stride my 35, then move 60.
Alrighty then.
That's just fucking gross, right?
That's not.
I love it.
Is it? Oh, is it not based on your speed?
No,
It's like a
sadly
set
not. It's a
amount.
set 60.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, the range of the spell is 60, so...
At the top of round 1, the shadowed figure gets to go first. Ties kicks with a 30. And they use all 3 actions to run.
What a bitch.
Running right into the narrow opening of this camp up ahead. And that's their turn. Kicks. They are now 90 feet farther.
90.
So they
So what-
are
What are they, 150 then?
a total of 150 feet away now.
That's incredibly unfortunate for all my 120 feet spells.
Can we see them still?
Just barely. They're keeping tight cover against the rising ridge wall.
Well, let's just do a quick little automatic knowledge here. Sorry, recognize threat. Is that what it is? Yeah. Can I recall knowledge with an occultism by chance? Or can I craft this guy?
You can recall knowledge with society.
Society. Sure. It's not free, but 32.
The silhouette is nimble, and the bow that it's carrying looks like it could be made of some 4-pronged material. Like, there are 2 strings crossing each other on this massive bow that they're carrying. And it's difficult to see in the dark this far away, but it looks like they might be wearing the skull of some sort of, I don't know, like a bull or something with horns. Bovine skull with horns. There we go. Bovine was the word I was looking for. And you're not really sure what sort of connection that has to anything in Geb at all.
Well, I won't be able to catch it, and I won't be able to cast anything without catching it, so... which direction is it going? Are we using this map, or are we just using numbers?
Theater of the mind for the moment.
Okay, well then I'll just move 50 feet towards it.
Okay. Close a
Closing
little
the
bit
gap.
distance.
And that's all I would be to do.
Then that takes us to Arius. Arius, they're 150 feet away.
If I see Kickstart move and I move too, I move 105 feet towards them.
What the hell? How are you so fast?
45 feet away from this
Skeleton
thing.
feet.
Then, Lucan, it's your turn.
Wait, can I grab Perdition's leg and kind of do what you did as a kid to your dad? You know, when you're just on his leg?
It's like hold on to the leg.
Yeah, and then go, Perdition. Might be a little violent run.
Might not be the best choice.
Yeah, we just stride. Just move up. I move up. I keep pace with Kicks. I stay next to Kicks.
Arius glances behind him and he's like, what the fuck are these people doing?
Not nearly as far as, say, Arius is doing. Arius, you're just clipping, dude. Just clipping. What about Shara? What are Shara and Perdition doing?
Can I give Perdition more than 2 actions?
I don't believe you can.
I was just like, wait a minute. I want to be able to move 3 times with Perdition.
A creature with this trait can only the minion trait, can only use 2 actions per turn. So, they only have access to 2 total, just from the minion trait.
Seems too bad. I will give Perdition 2 actions with 1 action to give them Gallop, and they will use Gallop. The companion strides twice at a plus 10 foot circumstance bonus, so that will be 90 feet. And I certainly don't have anything that can reach the other 60 feet to catch up to them with any spells or anything like that. So all I can really do is I'll do my intimidating thing to try to get Dread Marshal's stance up. That'll be action number 2. Get a 31, which looks like it's a success.
Yes, it
and
is.
then third action will be to raise my shield. Yeah. In case all of a sudden somebody starts shooting me with a bow.
Just in case. So you're right behind, 10 feet behind Arius.
15.
15.
I
That's
think he
insane.
moved 105. I was only able to move 90.
Arius, you run faster than
Slowpoke.
Shara on a horse.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, I should be able to give him more than 2 actions.
Again, there's feats for this. There's equipment for this. Get fast.
Get faster. Just Ted philosophy right there.
Just zoom around. You're good.
Zoom. All right, top of round 2. We go to our mysterious figure. They just passed through this narrowing section of the ridge. With their actions, they dash off. They cut hard to the right, out of sight. Kix, you go next.
Sorry, on his turn, he just ran more?
He cut to the right, out of sight. So you've been on top of this ridge. So there's these ridge walls, and now they're rising again, both to the right and to the left of you, going up. And they narrow. The gap between, it's still like a 40-foot wide.
I reluctantly whisper to Arius and tell him that he's so fast and to keep running, Forrest.
I move another 35 feet forward.
And I do it again.
Hold on. With the first
Oh.
move, he's going to notice something right away. As you approach, you finally cross the threshold between the two ridges, the two ridge walls, and you see in waiting, both to the left and to the right, are a group of soldiers, half dozen on each side, holding spears or long pole arms of some kind, with a handful of archers sprinkled in.
Let's do this shit.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's
And
dance.
during the top of this round, another creature who has been delaying for this moment strides in, and she is imposing sight. 6'4", 265 of pure muscle, wielding a massive greatsword.
It's like an Amazonian tribe type motif.
And then finally, to kind of top it all off, another creature strides in behind this woman.
Oh, that's a big boy. Or a big girl.
It's a large female statue. The statue seems to be made of crystal, or shards of crystal, with the head of a human and horns like a ram. And the large, greatsword wielding woman takes a few more steps up and says to you, "You come directly into our camp in the middle of the night. Are you so eager to be destroyed?"
You can't destroy me.
Nah.
But you could kill me, I guess.
But they could probably kill you, Kix.
Shit.
You talking to Arius?
Yeah.
So everybody else is still a ways behind, right?
Yeah, about 60 feet behind you. 50 to 60 feet, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say Swanee's 50 feet behind me. Everybody else is like 100.
Yeah, that.
I just keep looking at the one I was chasing. Then I like look over, and I'm like, "Oh, were you talking to me? I was looking for the one I was chasing here.
Yes, I am talking to you.
Where'd they go? I don't. Is it you? I point to the closest one to my right. I didn't really take a look, and you all look the same. One behind you. One to the right.
None of them acknowledge you. If anything, their hands readied on their weapons, the bowstrings taut, ready to draw. Please, it doesn't have to come to this.
Sure. Why were we chasing these people? I saw Kix go after one, so I followed.
So from like, we just said we wanted to talk,
Oh, you wanted to...
and they ran.
So no killing.
So we thought maybe they were taking us to their leader or something. I don't know.
That's a no to killing? You wanted to talk.
Yes.
Well, that's fucking boring. She wants to talk to you. I turned back to the person that was talking. You're gonna have to wait. They're fucking slow. I keep telling them to get better equipment. Even the one on the horse. God damn it. They'll be here in a little bit, okay?
Arius, you see from the soldiers around you, they are, like, holding back this mix of seething hatred and just fear.
Yeah, they should.
They're on a knife's edge from attacking you, but their eyes keep darting toward the woman.
I ran all this way. I don't even get to kill anybody. Arius mumbles that.
Give me an intimidation check.
It's not even his turn.
That's true.
It's my turn.
This isn't even my turn. It still kicks his turn. Do you still want me to do an intimidation check? Like, talking's a free action, but
Yeah, you're right. All right, Kix, what do you do on your turn?
I mean, I'm still hella far away.
I'm opening the option for dialogue here, so yeah,
Oh.
Kix, it's your turn.
And in the meantime, if he wants to talk, I'll just make my way closer to the combat.
Yeah.
I imagine they're moving while I'm talking.
No, you're actually really in this position. Yeah, while you're talking, the camp, they're all set up in their positions right now.
That's fine. They can sit like that for forever, for all I care. But if it comes back to me, I am going to intimidate them.
You are on
Yeah.
the comeback then.
Yeah. So
yeah.
after Kix moves, I'm gonna intimidate them. I feel like what I've done is a little intimidating.
a little
Throw
bit.
my little intimidating prowess on there, since I can physically intimidate them up here, and hope to God I roll well. I'll take that. 33.
Shit, nice rolls. The troops to the left and right of you are practically quivering in fear. But the woman holding the two-handed greatsword, she hears you and she laughs. Ha ha! I like this one. Lucan, on your turn, do you do anything on your approach?
I just run up and try and get up there with Arius. You know, Sundrinker would kind of be there right behind Arius. Lucan, a step back. You know, I'm not looking to get into combat myself. Is that hello? And we're not necessarily looking for combat. We're not looking to fight.
I am.
Well, Arius probably is, but I can stop him if you're willing to be reasonable, and that we can speak about whatever's going on.
All right, and then Shara, do you do anything on your approach?
Not anything special. I will ride up, similar to what I had been doing and what Lucan is doing. Is just, yes, there's no reason for combat here. Arius aside, that's who that is. Don't worry about him.
Have you heard of Zerial?
As you're all approaching, nobody's taken any hostile action yet, so we're gonna go ahead and for the moment drop out of combat.
Sad.
I'm ready, though.
I was not expecting to see a party of delegates come directly from Geb. We've seen a few roving bands of skeletons and ghouls, but you were not secretive in your approach, but your intellect is obvious. Do you have a leader amongst you?
Yes.
Do we?
Sort of,
Oh.
maybe. Not really.
Is it Lucan?
If not a leader, then Shara and I are at least the two who do most of the talking. We are here on official business from Gebite authorities. That is why we come and go as we please without fear.
I see. Then you are of the local authorities of this area?
No. But might as well be. Our authority is very high indeed.
I see. Well, you seem to have... I don't know what to say.
Well,
Excellent.
our purpose of coming here to begin with was to see what it is you are doing here, actually.
Well,
We saw your
Oh.
pillar of smoke and wanted to come see what was going on.
Yes, you'd appear to be maidens who are no longer stone, or perhaps never were.
Me and my 50-strong green blades have crossed the border from Hollowmog.
For what purpose?
Our purpose is our own.
An incursion into Geb territory could be seen as a hostile action.
You saw how well that went last time, I say, and gesture to all the stone maidens.
Yes, well, me and my 50-strong green blades would see that His Majesty Geb would never find out. And she says a word in a language that none of you understand, and all of the soldiers snap to attention and start drawing on bows. But it doesn't have to be like that. We're here for a purpose. You're here for a purpose.
We're all here for a purpose, and to think that we're the only ones that know that we are here is just foolishness. Have you heard of the Spy Master?
The who?
I don't fucking remember his name.
Unpleasant fellow, gravelly voice. Seldeg.
No.
Well, that's how good he is at his job.
And how bad you are prepared at yours. No offense. Yeah, a little offense.
We do not mean to start a war.
Oh, it wouldn't be a war.
I mean, yes, your 50 strong is strong compared to 4, but there's much more than that in Geb.
We can complete our business in a few months' time and be gone from this place. We've gone unchecked so far. Do you know how long we've been here?
That brings me back to the original question. What are you doing here? Perhaps we can expedite your business and you can be on your way.
Okay, so at this point, I'm going to take some diplomacy checks. Shara and Lucan, you two can do one of two things here. You can either have one of you roll with the aid from the other, or you can both roll separately. It's up to you.
Do we want to do diplomacy or do we want to do intimidation, Swanee?
I mean, admittedly, right now, at the moment, I think we are outnumbered, and diplomacy is probably a better option.
All right. Diplomacy it is then. You or me. I got a plus 15.
What are we, diplomacy? I have a 17, but I feel like I always roll terribly. Maybe we should both just roll separately. I mean, what's a +1 going to make a difference versus us having twice the chance of doing well?
If that's an option, is that an option?
Because you said we could roll independently, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I laid that out.
Both roll independently then.
Yep. That's why.
Probably works out.
I got a 4 and Lucan got an 18. If we would have gone based on my higher stat roll, we would have been screwed.
Yes, as Shara said, perhaps a little gruffly, if you would privy us to why you're here, we'd be happy to help you be on your way. I think that would be best for all involved.
She takes a few steps toward the party and says, "That's reasonable. I am the Rhino." She puts her hand out. "Who are you?"
We are the Sinners. I am Lucan. This here is Shara, champion of Urgathoa. This here is Arius, cleric of Zuriel. And back there is Kix. Who is Kix?
Brain Man. Can I cast a spell now? Are we killing these days?
Well,
Not yet,
We're really trying not to.
but it's
We're
definitely
here.
on my mind.
we're here to bring back some of the bodies of fallen green blades of the past, to honor their memories. We're looking for them among the field.
Ah, I see. I thought something like that might be the case. How many of them are there?
We are not entirely certain, but we do have enough to bring back several dozen of the green blade statues, and once we've taken as many as we can, we will be on our way.
Have you taken any previously back to your lands?
Us? No. Though I do know of families who do send expeditions here to gather ancestors.
I would be curious to know if they revert to their previous form when they leave these lands. Just how strong is Geb's power over these statues?
Of the stories I have heard, they do not reform when taken from this place.
Geb's power is wonderful, isn't it?
It is great.
A diplomatic answer.
Well, if you are truly to aid us in our endeavors, we actually know where your camp is already. If we need something, may I send a messenger to you, Lucan Hollow?
Yes. You may send a messenger. If we are able to assist and are in a position to do so, then we will.
Well then, I'm sure it must be getting toward the end of your... And she looks at the horizon as the sun is starting to crest it. We will begin our training day as you...
A question.
And yours. Yes?
We have a question first. Perhaps a few.
Okay.
We seek a creature. I describe what Iron Tavia would look like.
Undead Iron Tavia.
Undead Iron Tavia. Have any of your scouts seen this creature or trail of it?
I have not heard tales of such a creature. Some scavengers, ghouls here and there, and especially at the big dead tree by the lake. I believe there is another party of my fellow Holomogians, but they seem to have lost a cart to a band of ghouls.
Well, she is our true quarry, not you. Although the land is unhappy with the intruders.
Well, as they say in my lands, we'll water your plants if you'll water ours. I'll have our scouts keep an eye out for this creature you describe.
Yes, and the quicker you can be about your business, the better.
As you're about the field, if you see any statues with this tie pattern, and she points out on the armor where there is a green strip of ribbon tied in a cross pattern on a shoulder pauldron. Any maidens that you see with that, those are the green blades. Report any that you find, and we can build a relationship.
Very well. I believe we have an accord. And I'm just doing this to be honest. Here's a deception check. Oh, I get a 21. Because I do think Lucan's lying.
Okay.
But I got a 21. So I think I'm going to use a hero point and reroll that.
Okay.
Lying about which thing? The accord or having a good day?
Having an accord. I think Lucan's fully planning on hunting these people down and killing them. Okay, I reroll that with a hero point and I get a 36.
All right.
Like, I absolutely cannot have these people thinking that they can come into Geb's land and start stealing these trophies of Geb's might back to their... No, these are supposed to stay here. This is where they belong, as a warning to anybody who might try and come into these lands and do stuff like this. If she's saying people come and do this shit, like there's stories of people coming and getting their family members, no, that is not allowed.
Stop that right now.
That's my plan, if I get the opportunity to do so. So I'm just being honest, that's where Lucan's at.
I like that. She doesn't bat an eye at the, we have an accord. She says, wonderful! Now, we have our day to get upon. Farewell to you, sinners.
I, pull out my wand. I give a little bow to her. And farewell to you. What did she say? Well, her name is Rhino. Did she say the name of her troop or her group?
Greenbacks.
The Green
Blades,
Blades.
Green Blades.
Green Blades.
Farewell to you, Green Blades. And I cast Longstrider on Sundrinker, and then I kind of, I'll take 3 actions to cast Meld with Eidolon, but I basically imagine it as me turning and walking into the plant and being enveloped by it, and then the plant continuing.
What does Longstrider do again?
Gives me plus 10 feet of movement for 8 hours.
Like over land.
I could be so
No,
fast.
Is it just
all.
How much one of those wands cost?
Not much. It's only a level 2.
I could be so fast.
Yeah. I don't know what type of bonus it is.
Is this a spell I can cast?
It's a status bonus, so you'd have to check to see if you have any
Status.
other status bonuses.
Yeah.
Luke, and roll an intimidation check for the exit.
I get a 27, which is middling.
Do the rest of you follow Lucan's lead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shara will bow to the rhino, turn Perdition around, and ride off. Come along, Arius.
Arius will be the last one to leave. Kind of looks around one last time, then sulks and walks away.
Still easily catches up to everybody.
One last little, it could have been fun. And then, outpaces everybody immediately.
There's one that looks like is a cadet, towards the back of the right lines, just absolutely shitting his pants right now.
I love it.
Can I do because I didn't think about it at the time, can I do a sense motive on her assertion that there's 50 of them?
Yeah, I was thinking the same
Like,
thing.
is she lying? Like, trying to pump up the numbers?
There are
she
3
trying to
sense
hide
motive checks
numbers?
that you're going to make post that discussion. So,
God damn it, what was it? Green Blades?
green
Green
blades,
blades.
yes.
Okay.
So the first sense motive, go ahead.
Can I do one too?
That's my second nat 1 in the last, 3 rolls. I mean, I think we all can do perception. We can all do them, can't, right?
Yeah, anyone
Anybody
can do
that
a sense
wants
motive.
to.
Anybody that wants to.
Yeah.
I use my cheater's ability to roll it with Sundrinker, and I get a nat 20 at 35.
God, Sundrinker.
Sundrinker's being very perceptive today.
Yeah, apparently. We can go ahead and just bypass the rest of the rolls now. Well done, Sundrinker.
Hey, it's a blessing and a curse, I get to roll my skill checks twice, and I have to roll my saves twice. So,
That's true. Sundrinker picks out 2 things that are interesting. There was no apparent bluff at the 50 strong either time. And you know that there weren't 50 present at the time. You don't exactly know for certain. You'd have to come back and scout. But it seemed like she was telling the truth on that point. There was something that she said that seemed off. And although her necrol is halting, she obviously doesn't speak it on a regular basis. She had a hard time with getting the words for "we're not trying to start a war" out. She seemed to hesitate on those.
all right.
And finally, on her agreement to the accord, that was a lie.
Awesome. Okay. As we walk away, as I am in Sundrinker, as we're, out of earshot,
I detect she was lying. I do not believe they are here to retrieve their comrades. They are a scouting party, and I believe they do not wish to hold the accord we just made. I suggest we destroy them.
Yes, well, as they are 50 strong, we will have to pick our time.
Wait till night. Strike hard and fast.
It was night, and they were still ready for us. I assume a good chunk of the rest of them were sleeping. This was probably the night watch. Perhaps we can bait them into a trap by telling them we found one of their people, and where to find them.
I like this idea.
but I also like the idea of them being all clumped up like this for some nice AoE spells. I don't have a lot of spells, but I could do a lot of AoE. Oh, so much AoE.
It took a while to get out here, but you can get back to your own camp if you want to head right back there. Unless there's something else that you're planning.
Where was this group that got waylaid? A dead tree or something like that?
They had mentioned a separate group. They had gotten waylaid. They don't know where this group's camp is. They just know that the group had some part of their caravan left behind by this dead tree near the lake. And there is a body of water in the Field of Maidens.
I certainly think it'd be worth a look to check that out, depending on which direction it is and stuff. Perhaps we can recover some of their equipment. I would say we head towards the water. I mean, we might have to make camp at some point, like a day camp or something. Because that'll take us a day.
So to get to the dead tree, it's about 20 miles.
Yeah, we can do that.
I don't want to get far enough away from these guys that they can't, like, easily ambush us.
Yeah, agreed.
So as you travel away, do you walk towards that the lake you said?
Yeah, particularly if we can get behind some of these ridges and be out of sight of them.
Okay.
Basically head like straight west and then, or east, straight east. And then, up north behind that ridge, kind of, like you said, get out of sight of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
And then rest there till the next night.
Took you a few hours, but it wouldn't take forever. I'd say around 10 a.m. you'd get to where you're looking. As you're setting up camp, is there anything specific you're looking to do?
Definitely need to set up watches. I don't trust them.
We'll need watches. Maybe try to find a spot where we can kind of hide the camp a little bit.
Yeah, how about a survival check? Yeah.
Yeah, anybody wants to try to hide or find a good way to hide the camp, go ahead and give me a survival
Lucan
check.
gets a 33 with a nat 20.
Oh, nat 20? Lucan, you find just this beautiful spot. And it's actually, there's out of the ridge juts a stone that provides the perfect shaded cover. It's not quite a cave, but it's far enough in that it's difficult to spot from above.
Sounds perfect. We stay there and do watches.
All right. Let's go ahead and get your overnight rests in.
Well, didn't use anything.
I feel complete now that I got that 4th level spell back and got harm.
That one spell back.
Did it re-prepare harm in that spot instead?
Yep. Yeah.
Can't wait to throw another stone maiden at you. So, morning comes, everything's fine.
I guess we're going to spend pretty much most of the good chunk of the night getting to that tree. Assuming we don't get stopped beforehand by something.
We head towards it.
There sure are a lot of people out here in this place where there's supposed to be just a bunch of statues. For Arius' sake, I hope we end up killing some of them. Find out next time as we... Who am I kidding? Of course we kill them all. As we continue Bloodlords. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.